do. It's almost a play. They want to see all 11 defensive
in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He's going to take another shot here. Get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Andre Holmes from 3 yards out. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And all about timing there. On that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. All right, partner, while we have a second, a lot of people want to talk rookie quarterbacks early on. What have you seen?
The usual. They're going to be ups and downs. Jared Goff with the Rams, Carson Wentz with the Eagles. Both of them a little bit shaky and both sustained injuries. Connor Cook surprised people and played well in Oakland. But how about Trevon Boykin in Seattle? He was phenomenal coming back in and leading them to a victory. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
Here's Sanchez. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Sanchez. Surveying the field. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And Charles driving over to this one. Some intrigue around a few quarterback battles going on right now in the league, isn't there?
Cleveland, they settled in early August. San Francisco, Denver, those continue to rage. But how about the Rams returning to L.A. and bringing a quarterback battle with them?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Throwing his car on third down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Finds Roberts left side. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing now is Carr, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yards.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
The second sack of the game for Von Miller. We know about his speed, but for me, his ability to bend and get underneath guys trying to block him, it's almost unparalleled what he gets done. He loves to get to the quarterback.
He does love getting to the quarterback. You know what he also loves, folks? Chickens. He minored in poultry science at Texas A&M, ended up loving it, now has a chicken farm in the Lone Star State. True story. And Denver getting set to take the field. Sanchez on first down. His throw incomplete. C.J. Anderson the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right, 20.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front. And in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They come out here in the eye.
Black 35.
To throw on 2nd down is Sanchez. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sanchez. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
He goes underneath for Anderson. Call it a gain of back now in the East Bay. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To the air once more, Sanchez. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On first down, here's Sanchez. He's got time. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On 2nd and 10, Sanchez. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Right 20.
on third down. Sanchez. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Defense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it. Anderson. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run here. It's Murray. Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Holding offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him, that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Right 18.
Sanchez going to try and throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
2nd down and 4.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And they're going to speed things up here. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On the ground, this is Halou. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first yardage gained. They can run that play on any down.
Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Black 35.
Back to the air. Sanchez on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Second down following the incompletion. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Second and 10. Sanchez here again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing again is Sanchez. He'll dump it down to Hillman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Sanchez. Pass incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Play fake to Hillman. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This for a fourth-quarter lead. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Latavius Murray getting set to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Here's Carr to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Marquette King now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now Sanders. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch. Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. It's a big-time play there on 4th and 10. And even 40 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. And 18.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down after a good game. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? 3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
One receiver left, three to the right. One last throw for Sanchez. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And just a heck of a final drive that you and I just got to witness.
We got to see calm, cool, and collected in action, didn't we? That allowed them to go down the field and score the game-winning points.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies.